1. Which writing prompt type best supports adult learners in applying real-world communication skills? A. Abstract creative storytelling. B. Grammar correction drills. C. Workplace email scenarios. D. Sentence diagramming. 2. In designing a writing task for adult learners, which principle ensures engagement and retention? A. Rote repetition. B. Intrinsic motivation and relevance. C. Passive observation. D. Isolated grammar analysis. 3. What is the primary purpose of formative writing assessments in a Duolingo-style test? A. To compare learners to national norms. B. To identify grammatical errors. C. To guide instructional decisions. D. To determine reading fluency. 4. When evaluating adult writing performance, what should be prioritized? A. Memorization of rules. B. Neat handwriting. C. Clarity, cohesion, and purpose. D. Word count. 5. Which writing feedback method most effectively promotes metacognition in adult learners? A. Highlighting every error. B. Providing model answers only. C. Offering guided reflection questions. D. Assigning more writing tasks. 6. What is the most suitable rubric category for assessing Duolingo writing tasks? A. Number of adjectives used. B. Fluency and coherence. C. Penmanship. D. Vocabulary list recall. 7. A task asking learners to write about a time you overcame a challenge at work assesses. A. Abstract vocabulary usage. B. Real-world application and critical thinking. C. Fictional storytelling. D. Lexical density. 8. According to adult learning theory, what best enhances writing task relevance? A. Arbitrary topics. B. High-stakes timed writing. C. Contextualized workplace or social themes. D. Complex metaphors. 9. In a regulatory compliance course for ESL learners, writing tasks should emphasize A. Narrative fiction. B. Regulatory interpretation and communication. C. Poetic expression. D. Literary critique. 10. Which is the most effective method for mentoring adults struggling with writing structure? A. Peer-reviewed journals. B. One-on-one scaffold coaching. C. Grammar worksheets. D. Independent self-study modules. 11. Which writing prompt best encourages cultural competence and communication in adults? A. Describe your favorite fairy tale. B. Write an email responding to a complaint. C. Translate a sentence from Spanish. D. Identify nouns in a passage. 12. What type of curriculum development supports adult learners' autonomy in writing? A. Fixed sequence modules. B. Prescriptive exercises. C. Choice-based thematic units. D. Memorization tasks. 13. An effective way to incorporate evaluation methods into writing instruction is A. Ignoring learner input. B. Standardizing topics. C. Using analytical rubrics aligned to objectives. D. Minimizing feedback loops. 14. Which feedback technique is aligned with andragogical mentoring in writing? A. Assigning letter grades only. B. Explaining correct answers without discussion. C. Engaging learners in goal-setting discussions. D. Publicly correcting mistakes. 15. When aligning Duolingo writing assessments with curriculum standards, educators should A. Focus solely on speed. B. Use rigid test formats. C. Ensure alignment with real-world writing competencies. D. Eliminate learner choice. 16. Which of the following best evaluates written communication clarity? A. Word count. B. Font style. C. Sentence fluency and logical transitions. D. Number of commas used. 17. In adult learning, writing tasks should A. Prioritize test preparation drills. B. Reflect personal and professional relevance. C. Emphasize handwriting. D. Ignore learner context. 18. Effective evaluation in writing requires A. Vague criteria. B. Binary scoring pass-fail. C. Clear, multidimensional rubrics. D. Peer ranking. 19. What writing skill is most vital in professional compliance documentation? A. Rhyme. B. Expressive prose. C. Accuracy and conciseness. D. Lengthy exposition. 20. A mentor guiding adult learners in writing should primarily A. Point out errors only. B. Focus on grammar first. C. Support reflection, self-evaluation, and goal setting. D. Assign excessive writing drills. 21. Which writing prompt best applies Bloom's taxonomy in a Duolingo format? A. Define a verb. B. Write a paragraph using 5 new words. C. Analyze a workplace problem and propose a solution. D. List nouns from a text. 22. Curriculum designers can support adult writing development by A. Limiting learners to one genre. B. Creating repetitive drills. C. Integrating authentic writing experiences. D. Mandating creative writing only. 23. Effective adult learning curriculum in writing emphasizes A. Isolated grammar rules. B. Multisensory memorization. C. Context-rich communicative tasks. D. Formula-based templates. 24. How can adult writing development be monitored effectively in a digital test? A. Timed grammar quizzes. B. Rubric-based scoring with AI feedback. C. Random error detection. D. Reading comprehension results. 25. Which strategy helps adults transfer writing skills to real-world contexts? A. Memorizing conjunctions. B. Writing scripts for interviews and reports. C. Dictation practice. D. Copying textbook passages. 26. A test prompt asking for an opinion email aligns with what adult learning theory element? A. Passive instruction. B. Learner control and real-world task. C. Abstract conceptualization. D. Teacher-directed format. 27. Which of these best supports writing improvement in underperforming adults? A. Reducing task complexity. B. Modeling writing with step-by-step scaffolding. C. Only assigning grammar books. D. Using strict grading penalties. 28. Writing assessments should include which of the following for curriculum alignment? A. Word search puzzles. B. Compliance-oriented writing prompts. C. Timed multiple choice only. D. Personal anecdote essays only. 29. When evaluating workplace writing tasks, what is most important? A. Verb tense variation. B. Clarity of intent and audience awareness. C. Colorful metaphors. D. Uniqueness of idea. 30. Which approach improves self-efficacy in adult writing learners? A. Delayed corrective feedback. B. Test-only evaluations. C. Regular formative feedback and praise. D. Exclusive error identification. 31. In designing Duolingo-style writing tasks, how should mentorship be integrated? A. Automated scoring only. B. Scripted responses. C. Feedback loops and learner coaching. D. Fixed scoring models. 32. A rubric measuring tone and audience awareness supports. A. Calligraphy. B. Workplace communication competency. C. Alphabet mastery. D. Syntax parsing. 33. Adult learners improve more when writing topics. A. Are dictated without input. B. Reflect learner goals and experiences. C. Focus on memorization. D. Stay purely academic. 34. What's the best way to track writing development longitudinally? A. Timed tests only. B. Portfolio assessment. C. Single writing sample. D. Flashcard use. 35. Which component should always be present in a writing task for adult ESL learners? A. Phonetic transcription. B. Translation back to L1. C. Clear communicative purpose. D. Dictionary definitions. 36. A strong writing curriculum for Duolingo test prep will A. Use identical prompts. B. Build skills progressively through real scenarios. C. Rely only on theory. D. Ignore grammar altogether. 37. What technique supports mentoring during writing assessment review? A. Group grading. B. Reflection journals. C. Peer surveillance. D. Anonymous scoring. 38. Evaluating writing using multiple criteria enhances. A. Rigid scoring. B. Learner confusion. C. Reliability and instructional feedback. D. Time constraints. 39. Adult learners are more likely to persist in writing improvement when A. Tasks are impersonal. B. Feedback is demotivating. C. Mentorship is consistent and empowering. D. Evaluation is hidden. 40. Which of the following prompts promotes reflective writing? A. Write your name 5 times. B. Summarize today's news. C. Describe how you solved a difficult problem. D. Identify 5 verbs in a sentence. 41. What's a key indicator of writing transfer in adult learners? A. Reciting grammar rules. B. Applying writing in job-related tasks. C. Memorizing sentence structures. D. Retelling stories. 42. The use of exemplars in writing mentoring supports. A. Punishment for errors. B. Rigid modeling. C. Clear expectations and learner autonomy. D. Reducing creativity. 43. Writing prompts that address ethics in communication test. A. Moral philosophy. B. Regulatory writing competency. C. Humor comprehension. D. Personal interests. 44. Rubrics for Duolingo writing should avoid. A. Descriptors of clarity. B. Holistic measures. C. Arbitrary numerical penalties. D. Performance levels. 45. Curriculum that fosters writing in adults should include. A. Fiction analysis only. B. L1 interference tasks. C. Multimodal writing and scaffolds. D. Spelling drills only. 46. Which prompt type enhances task authenticity? A. Writing from a photo. B. Free association. C. Academic debate. D. Procedural instructions or reports. 47. Adults benefit from writing tasks that. A. Mimic passive reading. B. Mirror their professional language needs. C. Avoid cultural references. D. Follow rote formats. 48. For regulatory compliance, writing tasks should test. A. Legal referencing. B. Procedural clarity and summary skills. C. Rhetorical flourish. D. Creative thinking. 49. Best mentorship practice during writing instruction involves. A. Frequent correction. B. Process-based dialogue and feedback. C. Summative judgment. D. Red ink annotations. 50. In adult writing curriculum, reflection tasks aid. A. Mechanical grammar use. B. Deep learning and transfer. C. Sentence memorization. D. Spelling retention. 51. Adult learners are more responsive to evaluation that. A. Prioritizes speed. B. Penalizes mistakes harshly. C. Connects performance to personal goals. D. Focuses on letter grades. 52. Mentors foster writing growth by. A. Rewriting learners' texts. B. Modeling metacognitive strategies. C. Assigning more tests. D. Grading harshly. 53. Writing feedback that builds adult confidence includes. A. Absolute judgment. B. Focused praise and improvement steps. C. Comparison to peers. D. Ambiguous comments. 54. Writing tasks that simulate dialogue are useful for. A. Syntax drills. B. Realistic tone and audience practice. C. Passive intake. D. Idiom memorization. 55. Which element is vital in designing inclusive writing prompts? A. Complex cultural references. B. Stereotype reinforcement. C. Neutral, relatable context. D. Ambiguous expectations. 56. Best writing instruction for adults integrates A. Just-in-time feedback and formative checks. B. Timed drills only. C. L1 translation tasks. D. Peer policing. 57. Adult learners prefer writing evaluations that A. Are summative only. B. Offer insight into next steps. C. Remain confidential. D. Avoid rubrics. 58. Rubric design for Duolingo writing should focus on A. Formatting rules. B. Tone, coherence, and accuracy. C. Grammar count. D. Creativity alone. 59. Writing mentoring with goal setting helps learners A. Compete with others. B. Focus on measurable improvement. C. Avoid writing. D. Memorize grammar charts. 60. Writing feedback should include A. Final grades only. B. Generalized advice. C. Specific, actionable improvement areas. D. Peer evaluation only. 61. What is the key benefit of using peer review in adult writing instruction? A. Reduces instructor workload. B. Enhances collaborative learning and critical thinking. C. Creates competition among learners. D. Ensures grammar accuracy. 62. Writing tasks that mirror onboarding documentation assess A. Fiction writing skill. B. Procedural clarity and formatting. C. Cultural traditions. D. Reading speed. 63. In Duolingo style assessments, which format best measures applied writing skills? A. Grammar quizzes. B. Open-ended scenario-based prompts. C. Multiple choice translation. D. Sentence reordering. 64. Effective writing mentorship for adults includes A. Frequent criticism. B. Encouraging experimentation and self-expression. C. Highlighting only weaknesses. D. Avoiding individual interaction. 65. Writing prompts about conflict resolution in the workplace assess A. Vocabulary knowledge. B. Emotional intelligence and communication. C. Passive voice usage. D. Idiom comprehension. 66. In adult writing instruction, a low-stakes environment contributes to A. More errors. B. Lower engagement. C. Higher risk-taking and learning. D. Less writing output. 67. When writing tasks are differentiated by learner background, the curriculum is A. Less subjective. B. More inclusive and learner-centered. C. Harder to manage. D. Grammatically inconsistent. 68. Using rubrics with learners during revision promotes A. Surface-level editing. B. Grammar drills. C. Self-assessment and deeper learning. D. Memorization of structures. 69. Best way to assess writing growth over time. A. Compare one sample to a model. B. Use summative scores only. C. Review a writing portfolio with reflective commentary. D. Conduct oral interviews. 70. A workplace-related writing prompt aligns best with which adult learning principle? A. Contextualized learning. B. Repetitive drills. C. Rote memorization. D. Scripted responses. 71. Writing tasks built on ethical dilemmas encourage. A. Passive learning. B. Copying policy documents. C. Critical thinking and personal reflection. D. Listing rules. 72. When writing for a professional audience, the most critical skill is A. Rhyming and meter. B. Artistic structure. C. Clarity, tone, and audience awareness. D. Elaborate vocabulary. 73. Effective writing feedback that leads to behavior change in adults is A. Focused on correctness only. B. Vague and supportive. C. Constructive, specific, and actionable. D. Impersonal and quick. 74. A curriculum that includes journaling helps adults. A. Improve penmanship. B. Practice memorized sentences. C. Reflect on learning and express thoughts freely. D. Translate better. 75. Writing tasks that involve policies and procedures test. A. Formal tone and compliance language. B. Storytelling ability. C. Humor in writing. D. Literary interpretation. 76. To align a Duolingo writing test with adult education goals, prompts should be A. Randomized. B. Aligned with real-world communication tasks. C. Creative and unstructured. D. Strictly grammar-focused. 77. When using mentor feedback, adult learners should be encouraged to A. Rewrite everything from scratch. B. Ignore emotional reactions. C. Reflect and set personal improvement targets. D. Ask the mentor to fix their text. Duolingo Writing Test. The Duolingo Writing Test is a component of the Duolingo English Test designed to evaluate a test taker's ability to write clearly, accurately, and effectively in English across real-world, academic, and professional contexts. This section includes a range of task types, such as completing missing letters, responding to prompts, and composing extended written responses. It assesses grammar, vocabulary, coherence, structure, and appropriateness of tone. Tailored for adult learners and global test takers, the writing test emphasizes communication skills needed for success in higher education and the workplace. It also encourages critical thinking, audience awareness, and the ability to articulate ideas within strict time limits. Here are the top 5 beneficial uses of the sample exam. 1. University admissions. Many international universities accept Duolingo writing scores to assess applicants' academic English proficiency, ensuring students can meet writing demands in coursework, research, and communication. 2. Professional credentialing. Employers and licensing bodies use the writing test to verify written communication skills essential for emails, reports, and documentation in global work environments. 3. Curriculum placement. Educational institutions utilize the test to place learners in appropriate ESL or EAP writing courses, aligning instruction with their current abilities. 4. Language learning progress monitoring. Educators and learners use the writing test results to track improvement over time, guiding personalized feedback and learning strategies. 5. Immigration and visa applications. Some immigration programs accept Duolingo scores as part of the English language requirement, making it a convenient and accessible option for applicants worldwide.